it is proclaimed that this Board of Supervisors from the County of Alameda, State of California, does hereby proclaim October 2012 as United Nations Month and October 24th, 2012 as United Nations Day in Alameda County, California.
I'm a humble I was marching with them.
Oh, you're marching with them.
At the other end. I was like, I saw them at the other end. I said,
this is the busiest time of year, though.
Welcome to the 67th birthday of the United Nations and to the 37th year that the UN flag has been flying here at Jack London Square.
Thank you everyone for attending on a wonderful day to celebration of the United Nations birthday. And in light of that, our wonderful city and its officials has recognized with our school districts that this is an important day for our youth also and our community to recognize that we are part of a wonderful United Nations and a world community that encourages education.
You know, last year the weather is really hot. And then actually one of the cadets actually fainted during the ceremony. So in the committee 2 weeks ago, we asked the major if he can bring us some cooler weather. We just say cooler. We didn't say cold.
Chang, as my colleague, Mr. De La Fuente reminded me, was the vice mayor, and so that they may have never had a mayor at the ceremony before, but they had Henry. So they had probably the next best thing. We're such a rich city. The United Nations, I think, has special interest to us. Not only was the UN flag first flown here, apparently.
Still buenos dias. I really want to thank former Vice Mayor Henry Chang for all the work in behalf of the City of Oakland, not only when he was an elected official, but now. Secondly, to the United Nations Director, thank you very much for doing what you do in Oakland. I think it highlights the fact that Oakland is a microcosm of the world, no question about it. I agree with the mayor. When you look at these faces, when you look at the composition of Oakland, I'm not going to repeat what she said, but I totally agree with that. On behalf of the mayor, right? So on behalf of the mayor, Quan, and the entire city council, we present you with this city resolution that was approved by the city council last Tuesday night, celebrating the birth of the United Nations and celebrating Oakland's diversity.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That you're all here for this birthday party. We are grateful. We are honored to have the privilege to have a representative in our Congress, Barbara Lee, who stands for the kind of principles that our grandparents believed in when the United Nations was created. This is a wonderful statement of that.
As you heard, Congresswoman Lee could not be here today, but she does send her best regards and happy birthday wishes. And has also prepared a greeting that I'd like to share with all of you today. Dear friends, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the annual United Nations flag raising ceremony to celebrate the 67th anniversary of humanitarian and peacekeeping work by the United Nations.
Okay, the people who met in San Francisco in 1945, the 50 governments of the world who created the United Nations, also thought that it was important to respect the human rights, the rights of all people, girls and boys, black and white, people who are poor in poor countries and rich in rich countries. And they said it was an important thing in that charter to work together to solve the problems of poverty and to respect every person, to respect their human rights. And that's why they created the United Nations.
Today, it's absolutely befitting because our business here at the port is global and domestic, and so we congratulate and celebrate the UN on its 67 years of peacekeeping and humanitarian services. It is our great honor to host this event annually. It's a great tradition, and we are so appreciative of the partnership.
What's ours?